because those that can see that future lead, and those that cannot see it end up sort of being dragged along and following in this incredible acceleration of AI. Now, we already know that AI is driving everything from predicting the weather, it's all AI, from predicting the stock market behind the scene, it's all AI. We already learned over the past year or two that AI shapes our opinions about things, it shapes politics, it decides how we interpret the world. It has incredible influence on how we think. It shapes what we buy, what we like, what we click on. It's listening to us, it's talking to us. It is everywhere, but we don't see it. It is invisible. And this is the challenge of talking about AI, is that you don't see it. And what I want to give you today is give you this kind of lens so that you will walk out of here and you will be able to see the AI where other people can't see it. And most importantly, you will be able to see where it could be, where it's not yet. And I'll tell you a real story of something that actually happened to us. This is a couple of years ago. We were training this robot to stand on stage, and we were going to walk up to the robot and show the robot something like a water bottle or an apple. And the robot was going to yell out loud what it's seeing. Water bottle, banana. This can't go wrong, right? So it couldn't go wrong because I didn't have tenure at the time, and this was my big show, and this was going on in front of 2,000 AI experts, because a big conference. It could not go wrong. So we practiced this for weeks in the lab. My students were walking over with a banana, water bottle, training the system, making sure that it works, that it doesn't say rude words, and it's all kosher. And then something really bizarre happens. What you're seeing here is a debugging screen. The top left is what the robot sees. And the right hand is a grid, and that's a debugging screen showing us how different neurons are responding to this live image. Now, this deep network has 1 million neurons. This is maybe 200 of them. It's a sampling, but it allows us to get a little bit of insight. So you can see that most neurons are dark, meaning they're not responding here because there's no bananas and water balls, so it's okay. But there was this one peculiar neuron that I circled in red, which seems to be active. It is spotting something of interest in this image. Now, we were really puzzled because there's no water balls, no bananas, no apples, nothing in the list of things we were training the system. Why is it excited about this image? So we zoomed in and we mapped this neuron, and we noticed it's tracking the software developers themselves. As the software developers are moving, you can see these things are tracking the faces. Even the guy in the background, when he's facing the camera, it lights up. We were puzzled. This is like a beginning of a horror movie. Suppose not to do. We didn't even train it with humans. How did it? What is it doing? So the reality is we still don't know what happened, but we have an hypothesis, and that is the AI figured out it was always these guys that brought the bananas and the water bottles on stage, and if it could track them, it has a better shot at knowing when these things are in front of it. It's amazing and terrifying at the same time. So this is completely spontaneous. And so amazing because it figured out what it needs to figure out to do what it needed to do. It's amazing, but terrifying because who knows what else it figured out. And what can it figure out when it can see in colors we cannot see, when it can hear in frequencies we cannot hear, when it can go places we cannot go? It will figure out things we don't have words for.